My name is Hardik Bhatt. I'm CEO of SDI Presence. Exchange is what we like to define it as. It's an economic and workforce development initiative. The unusual part is, as we deliver these IT projects, we go and tap into overlooked adults in the south and the west side of Chicago, train them on certain skills, make them part of our project team, and they become part of project delivery team. 8 of them have now become employee of our client, and now they are making close to $100,000. When you are doing the regular apprenticeship program, your HR has to create a position. Then you have to find a business a partner who will find a project, who will be a mentor. And that's why those efforts can only get 8 to 10 apprentices maybe a year. Whereas in this, HR doesn't have to create a position. All we have to do is the IT department, the CIO and the team have to identify projects that can be delivered by Exchange, and then Exchange will come in, deliver the project, and bring the talent from the south and the west side. So we will train, we will mentor, and then we'll bring them into the project. Chicagoland corporations collectively spend $16.5 billion on third-party IT projects. So what Exchange is looking to do is, instead of sending all of that money that's leaving the Chicago economy, spend a fraction, basically 2% of that in Chicago with Exchange, where we can tap into the south and the west side talent of Chicago, build that talent, bring your resources working in front of your eyes, with your teams, in your offices, and then you can eventually convert them to be your employees. We will deliver that part of the project, but we will commit that we are going to take the talent from these overlooked neighborhoods. That's the difference. Invest in Exchange, which will still allow them to get their IT projects delivered successfully, but also make a huge impact in the areas that really need more investment in south and the west side of Chicago. Credit goes to Comer Foundation, who's out there building. They have Comer Youth Center. And to me, in hindsight, it was a great call to have a community partner who's anchored in the community for years. They know the community, they know who's out there. Everybody in the community knows them and trusts them. In addition to Comer, I'll also say having P33 being a partner. P33's focus is developing inclusive technology economy. And P33 has not only brought a lot of talent kind of development thoughts and funding, that also have been kind of at the forefront of convincing the CEOs or bringing the CEOs to Exchange to see what we are doing. City of Chicago is an integral piece of this. We SDI, we call them the seed funder for Exchange, because SDI has been delivering services for the City of Chicago for so many years. We've got some long-term contracts with the city that gives us the confidence and surety of revenue that allows us to make such investment in the community and in the talent. First of all, this is in SDI's DNA. When David Gupta founded the company, the first project used interns and apprentices from Whitney Young High School. So it's not new for us. What is new is scalability of it, the scalable nature of what we have built with Exchange. We've got some growth goals that we ourselves have, and what this allows us to do is really bring talent. The service business is all about talent, and we are now building talent from the overlooked parts of Chicago. Our target is 75 apprentices placed by the end of this year. That should be 150 by 2026. And then our goal with the partnerships that we have with the champion customers that we already have in Northern Trust, in CVS, WEC Energy Group, MRO, Aon now, Abbott soon, there's no reason why we shouldn't get to 500 by the end of 2027. I came to this country in '98 as on H-1 work visa. I got my green card, got my citizenship. I became the CIO of the third largest city, Chicago. And this country has given me a lot. And unfortunately, what I saw back in '98 to early 2000 doing ride-alongs in cop cars, some of those neighborhoods have still not changed 25 years after me being in this country. Exchange gives me an opportunity to make that change. It might take 5 years, it might take 10 years, but I won't be 25 years from now thinking I should have done something to repay what this country has done for me. My advice to the business leaders is you just have to tweak your behavior. I'm not asking you to change your behavior completely. Tweak your behavior. You're already spending multi-million dollars with large systems integrators that take a lot of money of that money out of Chicago economy. Spend a small fraction of that with the local provider, with the local talent that will build talent in your organization in Chicago.